My name is Tashika Perry Harris, and I am the founder of Crowning Daughters for Success Enrichment Program, a program that creates confidence without compromise. Welcome back to Empowerment Time, the Me Project. We are focusing on the It Factor Part 2. Yes, the It Factor, internal thoughts that needs to be transitioned into questions as we are experiencing social distancing and many people are still quarantining. I know that there are many thoughts going through your mind. I know that you want answers, and I know that there have been opportunities for you to ask these same questions, but the atmosphere may not have been right. The time may not have been right. So what I did is over the last 15, 20 years, I have always asked my participants to ask anonymous questions that were really plaguing them. And I want to share some of those questions with you just in case these are the same questions you've been thinking all the while. Remember, as I go through these questions, if you have a question of your own that you want to anonymously ask, please send that question to your after school coordinator, and they'll get that question to me, and we will not mention your name. But you never know who your question may just help with a productive and positive answer from a productive and positive adult, okay? So let's get to the first question. It says, one of the most popular ways to communicate with my friends is through social media. What advice can you give me on safety, posting, and meeting new friends on different social media sites? This is a very good question, and we have an answer. Social media platforms are wonderful and are wonderful ways to network, connect, and receive helpful information. Unfortunately, social media can have some negative side effects. Here are some things to keep in mind to protect your safety and well-being. First, consider when and where you are updating your social media following on your life events. Be cautious to share vacation pictures while you are on vacation. Otherwise, you run the risk of inviting unwanted guests to your home. You may also want to refrain from post or sharing posts that will tip off strangers about where you live or what school you attend. Second, only accept connection requests from people you know. If you receive a connection request from someone you don't know, but they seem to have a few mutual friends in common, simply reach out to a trusted mutual friend and ask about the person who is requesting to connect with you. Third, before you post anything, ask yourself, is this something I would want my grandmother, family member, future employer, mentor to see? If the answer is no, it is probably best that you do not post or share the post. Remember, future employers have a way to look at your social media history. Even if you have privacy settings on your account, this does not stop your friends from copying or sharing information about you. At the end of the day, it's better to post life events after they happen, and it's always a good idea to be on your best behavior at all times. This above answer was submitted by Erica Kastner, Queen of Results Business Consultant, Breakthrough Coach. Now, these questions and answers were implemented in the Dressing My Inner Beauty Journal, authored by me, and I had many responsible, caring adults collaborate with me to give you guys some good answers to these questions. So the next question, it says, I am very innovative and creative. I have so many ideas that can produce income and assist others. What advice can you give me about starting my own business? So this is an entrepreneurship question. And the answer is, it is great to be creative and innovative and have loads of ideas. But putting that energy to work for you is the next step. I suggest writing a plan for each business idea. The plan can be very simple when you start organizing your thoughts. Write down the product or service that you will provide. Write down what makes your product or service different or unique. Then start listing who will use your product or service. Your target market is what it means. Is your target customer young, elderly, middle age, or any age? Be specific. Brainstorm with a mentor on how you can reach these target customers. Will it be through social media, channeling marketing through another business, online, or direct sales to friends, family, and the community? I've been self-employed for most of my life, and it takes determination and a stick-to-itness to thrive. Believe you can do it and make each day count. My advice is to be organized, write down your goals, and find a mentor that has built a business and that can work as your advisor during your new venture. I've had many mentors along my path. Now, this above answer was submitted by E. Sue Huff of E. Sue Huff and Associates Incorporated, Marketing and Management Consulting, Naples, Florida. Let's get to the next question. I'm so excited about these questions. I also learn a lot just by reading these awesome questions and answers. This question says, how do I overcome the fear of being around people that seem different? What an amazing, courageous question. The answer, it is only natural to be afraid or uncomfortable when you are around people who are different from you. This difference can come in many forms, such as language, customs, the way in which you dress, where you live, the size and makeup of your family, your skin tone, your gender and sexual orientation, your religion, and the way that you think. This is diversity in its simplest form. To overcome this fear, I think it is very important that one, you know who you are, and two, take the time to learn about others and show love and compassion towards them. What is your culture and how does it impact the way you think? What is your family heritage? If you understand who you are and how your culture has affected you, it's easier to understand how it could affect anyone else or why it might be important to them. If you know who you are and are comfortable talking about your own culture, then you will become better at adapting to others and listening to them talk about theirs. By knowing who you are, you gain self-confidence. By knowing your strengths and weaknesses and where you can and should make self-improvements. When you meet new people, instead of focusing on your differences, focus on the ways in which you are alike. You will find that you have a lot in common and a lot to learn. Instead of focusing on yourself and how you are different, see this as an opportunity to learn about other cultures, their food, music, religion, and customs. This will make you not only wiser, but more likable and engaging. Even as you get older, you will find yourself in situations where you feel like an outsider or the only one. When I find myself in this type of situation and that fear creeps in, I look around the room for someone who might appear to be lonely and isolated. I approach this person and start a conversation to make them feel welcome and included. In other words, I take the attention off of myself and try to help that person because I know the fear that comes with being different. I do believe that when you give yourself, I do believe that when you give of yourself, it is given back to you twofold. Dedicate time to knowing the beautiful and unique person that you are and make time to learn about others. It is a life-changing experience. And this question was answered by no other than Gail E. Williams, MBA, CDP, Chief Diversity Officer of Hodges University. And she passed a couple of years ago. And I'm so glad that I stepped outside of my box and got to know her because she was a phenomenal person. And this is my keepsake that she is still a part of my heart and community because she collaborated with the Dress in My Inner Beauty Journal, the IT chapter, internal thoughts that should be transitioned into questions. These are just a few of the questions that I felt would benefit and encourage and empower you to ask your very own questions. This has been Empowerment Time, the Me Project.